college career
Jacoby,
here.
I'm so happy.
Solid.
Those are lights
he had
out.
one passing touchdown and 13 interceptions. I think that he got one less interception from last time.
An hour ago, he had 14.
Yeah, 14 an hour ago. But if I check you next segment, it might be down to 12. But how do you feel about the Tim? You ready for the Tim Boyle era?
So
you ready for it? It's hilarious.
Have I mentioned I have a gourd in the shape of a swan?
Probably
I mentioned that before.
Look,
Let me tell you, this is typical New York Jets crap, and I don't care how much respect I have for Joe Douglas, the GM, or Robert Saleh, the head coach. This is why people mock the New York Jets. This is why we sing songs that go like this. It's just the same old Jets. That's why we sing that song, because no matter what they do, no matter what you think they're going to do, they always revert back to being the New York Jets. I'm not saying Zach shouldn't have been benched. He's terrible.
Yeah.
Bench him. But when you bench him for a guy that has not really played at all in the NFL, that won't start in the NFL, so you go back and go, this guy must have been a gunslinger back in college, and he's got 13 picks and 1 touchdown
So who's
in his 3-year career. Yeah,
But
that's a problem.
So who
Joe Douglas has to eat that one.
is that?
And here's
Is
the
Daniel
problem.
Hackett?
No, well, he was brought here because Aaron wanted him here. Another
Again.
Aaron Rodgers hire.
Thank you.
Yes.
That's where I was going.
So it's Tim Boyle because he's tight with Aaron Rodgers. It's
Lazard.
Dalvin Cook. It's Lazard. It's all these guys. And they've all stunk. And that's the Aaron Rodgers GM.
He's thrown 1 touchdown in 3 years. It's not like he was playing behind Caleb Williams and anybody. The guy was at UConn.
Right.
No, but
Exactly.
our whole point to that statement is Aaron Rodgers is not playing, but everything Aaron Rodgers brought to the Jets has been a failure.
Aaron Rodgers is the worst general manager in the history of
100%.
football. And I know
Cobb,
Joe Douglas eats
Lazard,
it.
Dalvin Cook,
Yeah.
Tim Boyle. I didn't even know you had 13
Tim Boyle, what do you mean? That is not the reason why Tim Boyle is a member of this football
He's
team.
here because Aaron
He's
Rodgers
here
wanted
because
him.
Aaron Rodgers wanted him.
Aaron asked them to bring him in. He also, in theory, knows the Hackett offense, which, my 12-year-old knows.
Yeah.
He said, Daddy, the Jets' offensive game plan is run, pass, punt.
Right.
That's the name of the DVD for
Is
this
that the
year.
best option you have as your third string quarterback?
No, our
Tim
best
Boyle?
option is
I know
run,
there are
punt.
some guys sitting at home on the couch right now
Yeah.
that are a better option than this guy Tim Boyle.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
I
you're
know that
probably
for sure.
I
right.
agree with you. Yeah.
So why haven't they made the decision?
Because
to bring
Aaron
somebody
Rodgers
in?
won't let them.
Yeah.
And Aaron Rodgers runs the franchise.
No, come on, you
Don't
don't
get it
believe
twisted.
that.
I do believe
How
it.
can you not?
Aaron, how about this? When's Aaron
Put
coming back to play?
Put the onus on Joe Douglas and
Well, look,
Robert Saleh.
Joe Douglas
Not
has got to
Aaron
be the
Rodgers.
guy that pays for his job, right? If it doesn't work out, if I'm Woody Johnson, I don't even know if I fire Robert Saleh.
No, you can't
But
fire him.
I got a general
I don't think you
manager that created this mess, right? And that's the guy I might have to take a look at. But here's the reality. And this is not inside information. I am making this up because I don't know. I want to be clear about that. I've not been told anything. I think they're all coming back.
Oh, I agree with
I
that.
think, I think
I
they're
do
all
that.
coming back because the easy defense is we put our eggs in one basket and we got screwed with the injury. But if that guy comes back next year, we're going to be money good. That's the reality.
One thing that
Now that you're saying he's your emergency quarterback, you can now say he's a failure. How did he describe it? It's a series
of unfortunate events.
Yeah. COVID is a series of unfortunate events. World War II is a series of unfortunate events.
Him taking the field, backing up, and falling down on the field is an unfortunate event.
Yes, but he's a failure. He's nothing but a failure. And I'm still shocked that they think that he's going to have some kind of legitimate career somewhere down the line, because he's not.
Yeah, it's jarring because he got benched twice last year. Like, we forget that. And on top of that, he's only had 9 touchdown drives in 10 games, right? Like, so the guy, he's just not a good football player. And Valley, if you want to say the offensive line, yada, yada, yada.
You can't say that. The offensive line stinks.
I even give it to you.
Yeah.
But my point is, when you're a quarterback of a franchise, you got to match the deficiencies. He has yet to be able to do that. And we've given him multiple opportunities.
This is also New York. This ain't some little small market where you're allowed to get away with this crap. This is the biggest market in the world, and we are the largest population of sports fans in the world, and we give a damn, and we think we know what the hell we're talking about. And from Jump Street, we all said the same thing. Dude can't play NFL football. Doesn't make him a bad guy. Just makes him a bad NFL football player.
That's the most important misstatement. Just because you can't play football doesn't make you a horrible human being. The problem is he can't get the job done, and there's levels to that.
And here's the other problem. There's another Wilson brother coming soon. Because his younger brother's the best quarterback in high school in America right now. Yeah.
They say a series.
Let me ask you a question about Zach Wilson. I just want to get a fair assessment of Zach Wilson. As you guys know, the next Summer Olympics, there's going to be flag football in it. Would you allow Zach Wilson to be the starting quarterback of Team USA?
First ballot.
Hey, first of all, he won't have to ask anybody if he can play for the flag football team for the Olympics because he probably won't be working for anybody.
That's right.
He probably won't be playing NFL football.
Yeah. So it's crazy. But to say it's not a failure, I mean, that's how you lose people. That's when you make people start calling you bad names like a clown, because it's now time to own the fact. And I get it. He doesn't want to put the kid down and put more garbage on top of him. The kid's been through the ringer. But you also sold us that this kid was going to be different once he got this fifth shot to be the Jets starting quarterback. And he has failed in every sense of the word that failure is. Go to the dictionary. It's his picture. It's failure. And the fact that you're not willing to accept that makes me question you.
Well, because it's an indictment on him.
Yeah.
Right? It's an indictment of the conversations he supposedly had in that building.
The offensive line stinks.
They drafted this young man.
I know.
But you could say,
and they gave up on Sam Darnold to get him.
injuries in the offensive line, penalties, drops, all those things happen. And are those unfortunate events? Maybe. But there's also another word for it, excuses.
Yeah.
Everyone has excuses for failures. That, to me, sounds like someone making excuses, not just for Zach Wilson's play, for also his decision to put Zach Wilson on the field. These are excuses, and it's a failure. It just is.
Yeah, you know what? When I look at Zach Wilson, I think he's a good athlete, phenomenal athlete, talent-wise. But I've played with a few quarterbacks. I'm not going to say their names.
You should.
Yeah.
I mean, we can find out.
It just seems to me when he's making decisions or trying to decipher a defense or what coverage doing, everything's moving so fast that he doesn't really understand and he cannot diagnose.
Well, the thing is,
You were saying off the air very similar to Eli, which I think is
right. But I think
absolutely not.
No, he said good athlete. He said good athlete.
I didn't say
But he's terrified to throw. He's terrified to throw throws, right? To throw picks. So at the end of the day, he has to see it to throw it. In the NFL, you got to get it there and get it to anticipate those throws so the guy can catch it. He's just not processing the game.
Late with the ball.
Yeah, he's late a lot.
Hey there. Thank you so much for watching The Carton Show. You can subscribe right here to get all the latest bits and segments from the show. And by the way, while you're at it, we have a lot of great shows on FS1, so check them out too.